So as you can see, I'm looking pretty rough. I've let my beard grow out for around 2.5 weeks. I usually try to stay on top of it at least once a week just to keep it looking neat and tidy. So in this video, I am going to show you and talk you through how I trim and shape up my beard to give it a really good look. But before we do that, I am going to give myself a trim on the top and then we'll move on to the beard. So I just thought I'd stop for a minute and just show you guys the trim that I've just done before we move on to the beard. But let me know in the comments below, I can do another video if it helps. Now let's get onto the beard. First start by combing down the facial hair, making sure that all the hair is moving in one direction. It also makes it easier for the clippers to get hold and evenly trim the hair. Using the number 1 clipper guard, I'm going to trim the moustache, bringing down my upper lip, allowing the clippers to get in them tight areas. The reason my eyes are half closed is to avoid small hairs flicking into them, which is a pain when it happens. Same again with the 1 clipper guard, trim down the patch of hair under the bottom lip. Now to trim the beard, using the number 3 clipper guard, slowly from the bottom, working your way up, and continue this all the way round to the other side. Always comb down the hair when trimming, just so you know it's all moving in one direction, and you can just get it as even as possible. And then repeat the process with the number 3 clipper guard. With the number 2 clipper guard, I'm just going to stroke at the neck hair. I do this because the hair grows thicker and fuller in that area, and you really want to get the colour contrast correct. Notice how I flick as I reach the facial hair. That's just to give it more of a blend, you don't want any harsh lines. Now to line up the neck area, I'll use the clippers with no guard, starting under the ear behind the jaw, just a neat line going down, and then move across. I like to keep it low here, so I'm just following my original shape up, but you can keep it higher or lower, that's just down to preference. I feel like keeping it low does hide and disguise the fat under the chin, in my opinion. Once the lining's done, just flip the clippers around and trim the excess hair before moving to the other side. Now that one side's completed, it gives you a guide on how to do the other side, and you really want to get it looking symmetrical. Yeah, I think that looks good. Here I'm just trying to spot any flaking hairs that the clippers didn't grab when trimming. and I just trim down the cheek hairs. So let's fade the sides, starting with a number 2 from the bottom of the ear level. Slightly move up with a number 1. And finish with a 0.5 blending into the top. Using the clippers with no guards, trim off any overhanging hair above the top lip. I feel like this helps enhance your lip shape. I'll also clean up the hair between the chin and the bottom lip, creating a box shape, pushing my tongue behind the bottom lip and stretching the skin because this is another tight area. Wash down your face just to remove loose hair before using your razors. You can apply shaving gel, but here I'm going to continue without. Using a Gillette, I'll start by cleaning up the neck area. You really need to be careful not to go into the shape up, but get close enough to the shape up, so take your time. And then shave the cheek hair. We will be coming back to this area later with a straight razor when shaping up the facial hair. When shaping up the facial hair, I start with the side and move down the cheek. I like to keep the line higher, again following my original shape up. Notice with my other hand, I will stretch the skin to make it easier and smoother to cut the hair, and there's less chance of cutting my skin, so really take your time. The facial expressions look stupid, but it's important to stretch out the skin when shaving in tight areas. I'm not changing anything here, just following my original shape up. Now to complete the other side. In order to keep both sides symmetrical as possible, you will need to stop and start multiple times using the opposite completed side as your guidance, and you will get really good results. Just something I like to do, but it's not a must, is to clean up the eyebrows. I feel like this tops off the finished result to give that overall clean look, and no matter how tired I am, I feel like my eyebrows looking good can hide that. Well, it definitely works for me. And if you do spot anything that could be better, or you've just missed it, I'll always do it at the end. But that's it. Finish by washing your face. Yeah, I'm happy with that. If this video has helped you, or you've simply enjoyed watching, then do subscribe and give the video a like. I hope I'll see you in the next one.